Hello everyone, welcome to my lesson series. My name is Haseeb and I'm making this video tutorial on the requests of so many people, my friends, my family members. Basically, I've been teaching them many people in-house or through the Skype or through many channels, and they really like the way I teach my web related things to other people. So what they requested is to put all these things together in a one video tutorial. Not in a one, basically it's not possible to cover all things in one video tutorial. This video is just about what I'm going to cover as a whole, and what you actually going to get at the end of the course and what you will actually will be capable of doing. So after before I go into detail of any languages or web related things, uh, I'll introduce myself. I already told my name, and I work as a PHP developer, web developer in a company here local in UK, and I have experience working on HTML5, CSS3 technologies back in the days. Then we moved on to Twitter Bootstrap, which is quite new thing. Basically, I can say this came into this language, Twitter Bootstrap 3, it came into industry when I was actually on my third or second job in UK as a PHP developer. So I spent quite a lot of time on Bootstrap development with the help of obviously CSS3, and then I moved on to obviously PHP, and that was also going side by side with the obviously the logic of the website you develop in the PHP side. But I'll try to give you the whole journey, the overall picture of the web design and development. It's important for you to know in advance, like what's the web design and what's web development, what's the role of Bootstrap, what's CSS, what's JavaScript, what's MySQL, what's PHP. So these are all the languages these days quite famous. Then you once you cover all these basics, you see another thing coming into the industry, which is a object-oriented paradigm, MVC, where I personally use Code Igniter, which is very lightweight framework, and it's quite amazing, makes the developer's life very easy. So what I will do is I'll make a video lecture series in the sequence where any developer will start from. If you don't have any computing knowledge but you can understand the basic English and basic typing on the computer, this course is for you. After completing this course, you will be a full stack web developer, and if you are living in UK or anywhere in the world, you can easily you can think of a salary from £25,000 to all the way goes to, you can go up to, in a start, all the way to maybe I would say 40 to 50,000 easily. But with a 5 6 years experience in an industry, you can expect over 100,000 a year or more than that. If you work as a freelancer from home, if you don't want to work in any company, you can work from home. You can grab projects from freelance websites, Upwork, Fiverr, and there are some people per hour. There are so many. Even people will start referring you to, and that's the guy who deals with the web very nicely. So what I will do is, in this video series, first of all I'll make a video series for on a HTML CSS, when we'll move on to the Bootstrap, then PHP and MySQL, and bit of the JavaScript and Ajax and all other languages, and at the end I'll give you a bit of introduction to MVC and object-oriented paradigm. So stay tuned with me. I'll come back next time with a screen recording, and I'll start very first website for you in HTML CSS. And remember, we are not going to spend much time in HTML CSS. HTML5 and CSS, because that's wiped out from the industry. These days all the websites are fully responsive. They render in a mobile very nicely, iPads, desktops. There are so many devices people look at. There are so many browsers, so your pages, your websites should be fully compatible with the Firefox, with Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, all these browsers. So to make our life easy, we will use Bootstrap as a rendering language for front end development, front end design and development. So after, but Bootstrap is actually improved version of HTML and CSS. Unless you don't understand the concepts of HTML and CSS and basic rules of how you connect your HTML files with the CSS, you cannot really take the Bootstrap part of the coding. So we will spend about, let's say, a few hours, 10 to 15 hours on HTML, CSS, and then we move on to the Bootstrap, and then we will go on to the PHP and other sides of the other languages. So I'll come back with the next lesson on HTML5 and CSS. Thank you very much for watching.